In many chronic pulmonary conditions, there is a buildup of secretions in the airways. These secretions, if left in your airways, block air passages, make breathing difficult, and provide an ideal environment for bacteria to multiply and thrive. All a primary cause of progressive, irreversible lung damage. Therefore, airway clearance is critical to your overall care. Daily airway clearance with the flutter can help break this cycle of lung infection and damage. Although your healthcare professional has already trained you in the use of your flutter, this video will assist you in using your flutter independently. The flutter is a device used to help loosen, mobilize, and eliminate mucus from your airways. The flutter consists of 4 parts: a mouthpiece, stem, a circular cone, a high-density stainless steel ball, and a protective cover. When you breathe out through the flutter, your breath moves the steel ball inside. This causes airway vibrations that loosen mucus and also causes a slight increase in pressure that aids in keeping your airways open. Mucus is then able to move up the airways to be coughed out. Proper use of your flutter is important for successful therapy. There are different flutter techniques, but the one presented here is used most often. Stage 1 is mucus loosening and mucus mobilization. Begin by being relaxed. Sit with your back straight and head tilted slightly upward, so your throat and windpipe are wide open. This allows exhaled air to flow smoothly from your lungs out through the flutter. Put the flutter in your mouth with your lips closed around the stem. The angle at which you hold the flutter is very important. Holding it with the stem in line with the floor places the cone at a slight angle and ensures that the ball not only bounces or flutters when you breathe out, but also rolls. While performing flutter therapy, experiment by tilting the flutter upward and downward. Because you may get a greater fluttering sensation in your chest with the stem in a tilt position than you do with the stem in line with the floor. For best results, use the angle that gives you the strongest fluttering sensation. While performing flutter therapy, it is important to keep your cheeks as stiff as possible, since the vibrations produced by the flutter are wasted when they are used up in your cheeks. Look into a mirror, or hold your cheeks flat with your other hand to help keep your cheeks stiff. Now, to begin, slowly breathe in to approximately 3/4 of a full breath. After holding your breath 2 to 3 seconds, begin to breathe out through the flutter at a reasonably fast but not too forceful speed. Think about feeling the vibrations in your airways, since the best results are obtained when there is a maximum fluttering in your chest. Breathe out through the flutter to a level slightly further than you would during normal breathing without the flutter. At this point, the urge to cough should be suppressed. Repeat the breathing technique for 5 to 10 breaths to loosen and mobilize as much mucus as possible from your airways. Each breath through the flutter moves the mucus further up your airways. Remember, during these loosening mobilization breaths, it is important to inhale slowly, hold your breath 2 to 3 seconds, and as you breathe out, suppress your urge to cough. Now you are ready for stage 2. Mucus elimination with cough. To accomplish mucus elimination, perform 1 or 2 additional breaths through the flutter. This time, breathe in slowly and as fully as comfortably possible. Really fill your lungs with air. Again, hold your breath for 2 to 3 seconds. Now, breathe out forcefully through the flutter as completely as you comfortably can. This forceful breath moves the mucus up to a level in your airways that triggers a cough. If mucus is not easily coughed out following 1 or 2 elimination breaths, attempt a huff maneuver, like trying to huff a breadcrumb out of your throat. The standard series of 5 to 10 loosening mobilization breaths with cough suppression, followed by 1 or 2 mucus elimination breaths with cough, should result in successful airway clearance. Beginning flutter users, or those with particularly thick mucus, may learn that multiple repetitions of stage 1, mucus loosening mobilization, are necessary before performing stage 2, mucus elimination. Several trials may be necessary to determine the appropriate number of breaths you need to perform in each stage. Generally, morning and late afternoon or evening sessions ranging from 5 to 15 minutes are common. You can avoid becoming overly tired by adding a session instead of extending any one session to a point of discomfort. The inability to cough out additional mucus is often an indication that the session was successful and can be ended. Occasionally, your flutter therapy routine may need to be modified to maximize therapeutic effectiveness. Therefore, it is important to consult with your healthcare professional routinely or whenever you have questions or concerns. Remember, the primary goal of airway clearance therapy is to comfortably and efficiently remove as much mucus as possible. The flutter will assist you in achieving this goal. Refer to your patient instruction manual for complete usage information. Read the Important Tips section for additional ideas on how to ensure successful flutter therapy. Review How Do I Clean the Flutter? Because with proper care, the flutter will provide years of beneficial use. Finally, the patient instruction manual contains a quick reference guide to detach and carry with you.